So you can't see me because I am slightly off camera standing on a ladder, but today we are fixing the seal on the Mercury Mountaineer. So what we have is, you have your seal out here, which whole unit seals in with rubber to keep it from leaking in between the truck and the actual window. The other issue you have is you have the window itself and the seal around the window, which, as you can see in spots like here, a little raised up. Don't want that. And along the front, which you can't really see, but it's started to curl underneath. So basically you have, this is the seal, this is the window, and it goes around it. Well, what happens is it's supposed to be nice and tight. After time, slowly separates, and water gets in around it and leaks inside and makes your interior cabin all wet and moldy and terrible. So we're fixing that today. What you haven't seen on camera is I've had this truck in the garage for a couple days, nice and warm because it is cold out. So any water that was in there has been evaporated. We've been keeping it nice and warm in here. And also I took a cleaning cloth, some spray cleaner and some paper towels, and cleaned around the edge where I'm going to be applying the epoxy to keep it from leaking. So first thing is I have to masking tape all around it so the stuff doesn't get everywhere. I've been told that the solution I'm putting on is basically like flows like water, and if it does so, well, don't want to get everywhere. So I'm in my work clothes, I will have my gloves on, and let's get started, shall we? You can see better on this camera, we are covering the gap between the window and the truck itself. So when I pour this, and it goes everywhere, because of course it's going to go everywhere because it's me, it doesn't flow over and seal the window to the truck, which is the exact opposite of what we want to happen. As some of you may have noticed, this did not come out as well as I'd hoped. Unfortunately, this thing is, everything up to here is already congealed, and I can't get it up. So I'm going to have to go buy more, and I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning first, and then I will go do the other side. So I will come back and do that a little later. of a closer view of this. That's one of the spots where it's lifted up, and I've put the first coat down on it on this side. As you can see, there's a coating all the way around now. About halfway down. And it's around the outside where you're not going to really see it anyway. So, because you got the little dots and everything, you know, prevent glare and whatnot. So, yeah. I drove to the store and got another one. Actually got two, just so I have a spare. So, what will now happen is I will be able to, successfully I hope, add the extra bit around the other side of the window. I can put my gloves on properly. We have this entire side that needs to be sealed. There is a section right here that needs to be filled in more. And if I can just, I could hover this. No. We'll unscrew windshield and glass silicone, flowable sealant, punctured. Now it's a little difficult to see, but this thing like almost immediately becomes tacky, and it just forms up and like water, globules up. So that way as you pour it, it immediately like self levels. I'm going to put a whole bunch over here because when I get it off my arm, this is where there was a big flare up where water got underneath and raised it up. I'm making sure I put some extra along this back ridge to make sure that seals nicely. And this side looks much nicer than the other side. Let's get it out properly. Much cleaner too. So I'm going to cap back on this bad boy. Not fall off my ladder. And do a little bit of spot cleaning. And everything else is pretty much around the outside. And we look like, as I look around, and you guys can't see anything because the camera's over there and my face is here, that looks pretty good. So we're going to leave this bad boy up here. We are going to leave this all up here, clean off our this, make sure it's closed and sealed so I didn't waste $10. And we are going to let this sit and dry. day 3. We've had 2 days for it to dry. It is nice and, I won't say tacky, but it's a little bit tacky, as you can see where I'm touching my finger on it. Most of that dust is on the inside, outside, I don't know, it's on both sides. But as you can see, there is a nice, get up higher on the ladder, a nice amount of sealant all the way around. And here in the back where there was a bubble up rise, so you could like actively see into it, it's been nice and sealed. Ain't nothing getting in there. Nice and firm. Squish, squish, squish. So I'm just going to pull the masking tape off, and then we will see what we have. Now as you pull the masking tape off, you want to be very careful so that when you pull it off, there's a nice firm line here and you don't have any issues like over here where it didn't come cleanly off and there's now a little bit of overlap up top. Shouldn't be a problem because this is the second layer on top of the first layer. So it shouldn't be any issues with anything getting in. Plus, most of the issue was up here and on the back, so we should be good. Now we're going to do the other side. Very slowly, very carefully, making sure that as we pull it off, it gets a clean edge. You can see where it's really stacked up in some spots. There's a lot of it. Isn't bad in this case. Just means any water hits will just flow right off, or will flow down onto here and then flutter off. So if water pulls up on here, it's not an issue. It's such a light thing. It'll dry. It'll fall off when you drive. And there we have it. This is nice and sealed all the way around. We are good to go. Here we have front still drying a little bit. This area I put it on kind of thick, but it is certainly firm to the touch. We have a nice pool here. You can almost see pulled up and you get nice clean lines, so water shouldn't get under that. That should be a nice seal. And we got all the way around, everywhere is a nice thick coat, especially right there, and it flows just, it's hard to see. There we go, get a nice angle on it. You see how it just flows downwards. That's going to be a nice seal. And this, of course, back here is sealed by the main gasket, which did not have a problem. So we are good to go. This is ready for driving. We'll stop leaking. The next thing you do is going inside and cleaning the headliner, because the headliner is a little bit dingy from something like this. So, but that will be another video.